Good dog, and welcome back to the Norwegian campaign in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Yeah, maybe I should have asked for French Sudan instead of Chad, so I can have more like connected territories here. But anyway, let's get on with some fights. Convoy battle against an enemy battleship, and I've only got 3 of these old battlecruisers, which are actually slower than the enemy battleship, so it's gonna be a bit of a challenge because I can't outrun them and I can't outgun them. Maybe. Well, I do have 3 ships to their 1 battleship, so let's see. AP range 29. I cannot outrange them either. Guess I could just go straight for the transports. And then again, they only have, even if they are 17-inch guns, they only have 6 of them on that battleship. I've got, let's say, 8, 24 of these 13.5s, so just in number of shells, I do have an edge. So I guess maybe if I can just damage Malaya enough that she cannot effectively fight back at range, and then I can just pick off the transports. Might be a plan. Maybe. Well, looks like the transports will be in range first. I can just pick them as targets initially. Not in HE range yet though, so we're just overpenning with AP currently. They should switch to HE once we're a bit closer. I think. There you go. They are switching to HE, the ones that are in range to do so. Anyway, let's do something about that battleship. Which we probably will not be able to do too much about it. We can try and do something. You know, it's got pretty decent armor, doesn't it? I don't think my secondaries are in range yet, but Okay, let's check on the transports again. Now that we're close enough, that should be a bit easier. A couple more salvos like that, and we should have some enemy transports sunk. So far, so good. Charger is gonna sink. There goes Grasshopper as well. Somehow Malaya has not done too much to my battlecruisers. Which is very lucky. We are at 20 kilometers range. It's not as if we are at like pure knife fighting range. At 20 kilometers, you can pen 14.5 inches of armor. That's max penetration. With a little bit of angle. My 14 inches of main belt might actually keep me safe. Maybe not. No, that was a partial pen actually. There you go, tower is out. Let's put some rounds on Malaya and then just try to get out. There you go, flooding. And we can just let the last enemy transports survive this battle. I think Malaya should need some months in port for repairs after this. Which is fine. That probably means she's gonna sit out the rest of the war. It might become war operations. Trying to actually sink it with these ships, I think, would be, if not impossible, then at least very difficult. Too much armor, too much gun. Basically, for my my old battlecruisers to do anything about her. We can take out Walpole on the way out. Probably not. No, I don't think so. So we're just leaving like this. 6 enemy transports sunk. And medium damage to Malaya. Now Garim took some damage as well. Jormungand should be fixed in a month. But Garim is a smaller ship than Malaya, so good enough. I'll take it. If I'd stayed to fight the battleship, I would have lost probably at least one, maybe all three. I don't think it would have worked out. Now here's the ship I have that can take on one of the British battleships. Should be able to, at least. Now this time I do have the advantage in both speed and firepower. We both have 17-inch guns. I have twice as many, and mine are Mark IV instead of Mark III. So I outranged them by a good 5 kilometers. Armor, though. Well, they do have thicker armor on the main belt and deck. Let's see, cruising speed is like so. They're just closing in. They're coming straight for me. Damage to their main tower. Let's open the range a bit. Start making use of that range advantage. If I can. Did I destroy their main tower now? I did. And there goes their fire control. That is nice. I've taken a bit of flooding though, so opening up the range. The intent of just peppering them outside of their main gun range might not. Now it's suddenly possible again because they're taking flooding as well. I would like to finish this with more than 70% structure remaining. Otherwise, we're just gonna have to spend a lot of time getting repaired. Yeah, my accuracy at range is much better than theirs now. Now that their fire control is out. Still scoring hits though. Taking out my secondary tower, and I've dropped down below 70%. See a little bit more distance. Far enough away that they cannot hit me, but close enough that I can hit them. And that's a spot of good luck, isn't it? And there you go, that's what you get for not using tube powder. Yeah, heavy shells and increased ammo and pyroric acid and triple base instead of tube powder. That is an explosive combination. So then, we can safely get closer now. They're down to 58 rounds of only HE. I can turn around, get closer. Although turning around is going to take a little while because my rudder is out. Let's straighten out a bit now. And a little bit back. Rudder shift is kind of impaired. There we go. Landing good hits. Taking some in return though. From that X turret. Which did find an angle. $15 kilometers. I can go through your belt at this range. Let's bring the aft turrets to bear. Secondaries are also opening up now. And there we go. That is most of the ship red. Engines are out. Cannot fire back. And it's taking up some more flooding. Excellent. Good job, Hull. Took some damage in return though, but took down another one of their battleships. Let's see, how much overcapacity am I now that I have to repair not only oh, let's see, where is Huddle? There, 12 months, but that is because I'm over capacity. If I suspend these, and also got him, are we still over capacity? Yes, actually. But not by a whole lot. I guess that was suspended, wasn't it? There we go. No longer over capacity. So that means I get my Harald Hårfagre back in 6 months. That's quite a repair time. Haraldsson in 2 months. So let's see. After this is done, see if we can get a peace treaty with the British. Pick up some of their ships. I would like some of their battlecruisers, personally. I think that would be nice to have. No thank you, Greece or Germany or United States. Ooh. Caesar, another Canopus class. Now, what do I have? I've got a bunch of antiques that combined are probably worth less than this. I'm not gonna do the math, but yeah, the Valkyries. In this case, I'd prefer to have Vikings, but there we go. Not this one though. It should have decent torpedoes. And it's a foggy day. Let's see, Odin. Might be cowardly of me, but I'm sending it back. Because my plan was to put that in a museum port. And also, I don't think it's going to be of any use in this battle. But so, might as well send it away. Let's see. Alfheim with the 10-inch guns. Got a slightly different top speed than the ones with the 8-inch guns. So you're gonna have to sail alone. The DDs, I think I can sacrifice. Hopefully scoring some torpedo hits, although they don't have a lot of torpedoes each. And they're short-range fast torpedoes. Cody will have to be my spotter. What's going on here? Oh yeah, these guys are turning around. Let's see, what's the range? 40 kilometers. I can definitely not outrange the battleship with these guns. Just Mark 3s. 20-some kilometer range. Poseidon does have a pretty decent broadside of 14-inch guns. Not so much Teed and Magnus Bodfoot, they only got 4 each. Kari is taking fire. I'm gonna have to get a little bit closer if we are to launch. She doesn't have the most advanced oxygen torpedoes. If I can launch from both sides, I can. Turning around is going to be a bit of a struggle with the rudder getting taken out like that. If you can please turn away, try to get out alive. That would be nice. I'm probably gonna get a couple of torpedo hits here though. From Kari. Yes, one. Valkyrie 03 is launched. Torpedoes will actually hit. We're gonna get one. And we get a flash fire. Excellent. Valkyrie 04 turn around and launch those torpedoes before dying. She cannot. That was the X turret blowing up. Okay, about 306, you're just gonna have to turn this way then. I think that's gonna be the easiest here. But Caesar is also turning. So these torpedoes are gonna miss. But we did score some damage on Caesar. So it wasn't for nothing. And the Valkyries were they were destined for the scrapper anyway, so it's not a big loss. I think we can take this now. 15 kilometers. Okay, we're not quite in range of being able to go through that belt. Okay, we cannot go through the belt at any range with the 14s. Here, 14 5s, yes. They can go through if we get closer. There we go. And another flash fire. Maybe I should have brought Odin along with the battle fleet for this, just to have it take part in one last battle versus a powerful modern battleship. Yeah, Poseidon is doing most of the work here. And yeah, there we go. Enemy battleship is no longer capable of fighting back. Well, that's a pretty decent result. Damage to a light cruiser. 3 obsolete DDs lost. Not bad for taking out a huge battleship like this. And we get 100,000 victory points. Nice. And that puts us over 5 million victory points versus Britain. And I didn't take Central Canada. Let's see, I cannot get a peace treaty just yet. They're sending in another battleship. Okay, Britain. Oh, let's send that task force here. Let's see. Do I have any like squadrons of DDs close by that can take on that battleship? Not really. I got some DDs down here. I got the Fridtjof Nansen class battleships. Guess they could work. Britain is trying to take Chad from me. I'm not gonna let them take Chad. Let's see, we are 100,000 tons under capacity now, so some things can be unsuspended. Like so, 50,000 under capacity. Yeah. Let's just suspend Jotunheim 2 for a while. And then resume repair of Quran. Yes. Now, I want to prevent my brand new battleships from getting dragged into battle before they are refit. So I'm just going to start the refit process. And then instantly suspend it. There we go. That way they should not get dragged into battle. And I will not risk losing them by having them fight when they're not actually ready to fight. That's the plan. Alright, let's see if we can get a peace treaty. Well, apparently not. Not yet. Peace treaty, yes. More tonnage has been made available. How much more? Quite a bit more. Can I unsuspend that one too, or is that gonna be too much? No, just enough. Alright. I think Britain's Navy is gonna be busy with this one for a bit. And here we go. Peace treaty with Britain. Indomitable class battlecruiser. Yes. Defense class. Not sure which one that is. These are the two they have. They also have 3 battleships of the Canopus class, which we've seen Malaya is damaged. Let's see about islands first. I got 33 billion to spend after picking up those 2 battlecruisers, so yeah, British Columbia. Yes. Borneo, North Borneo, Sarawak. Oh, these are expensive. Canadian prairies. I'd like to pick up northern Canada as well. Yeah, maybe. Let's ditch Sarawak for now. Pick up northern Canada. Northeast frontier. Because that's all up in Canada, right? I think it is. So we got 6 billion left. Burma, maybe? I cannot take Western and Eastern India. That would just be too much. Let's see. Malta, I'm not sure. Serbia doesn't cost much. I can pick that up almost for free. Sudan, maybe? Sure. Actually, no. Let's take another battleship instead. Now, something like, where is it? Northern Egypt would of course be nice to have. Just because then you control the Suez. But, yeah. 11 million? 12 billion, I mean. Excuse me. It's a bit much. Let's see, they had some cheap ones. Oman, Andaman Islands, Seychelles, Falkland Islands. Islands are nice to have because then you don't risk them taking it back through land invasions in the next war. You're kind of safe from that. I'll just pick up some cheap ones at the end there. Let's see. We got a battleship, 2 battlecruisers, and 16 billion. So it didn't get all we asked for. That's okay. You don't always do. I think we should have most of Canada now, though. Like, what did we not get that we asked for? Borneo, yeah. I did ask for north and south. I guess I should have asked for if they're not gonna give it to me, then whatever. Let's see here. We've got Oman. It is nice to have, not too valuable though. Turkmenistan. I guess I could have asked for Nigeria as well, because it's connected to the stuff I already have. And the Gold Coast and Togoland. But I do now have all of Canada. So if I end up in another war with the British, they can't just take it back. So that's good. That's nice. Now let's see here though. These ships are actually going to Oulu. Except for Poseidon, which is actually staying here. She can keep on serving. And she will be joined there by, let's see, Freidig Fryktløs and Tapper. So this will be my dreadnought squadron here in Tampico. Like so. And Dannebroog will be joined in here by a Guyon, and I'm gonna see if I can get her and Dannebroog up to a 25 knot top speed, and then these will be joined in time, and they're repaired by forgot where I put them, the Hale class battlecruisers. They gotta be around here somewhere, right? Yeah, here they are, because they're also doing 25 knots. Alright then. Let's see. Well, it's peacetime, so I can actually get around to repairing my ships. And building and refitting and all that stuff. Let's see what we can do with the... yeah, there are two different classes. That's a bit annoying, isn't it? And I only got one of these instead of two of them, so... yeah. Let's see what we can do about them. Alright. Yeah, refit. Let's get rid of some of this random secondary spam. Ugly random funnel. Did you really need that huge barbette for that 3-inch gun? No, you didn't. Got some 7.2s here, though. They do not fit on those built-in barbettes. Okay, so let's just put that there. Advanced secondary tower 3. I'm gonna have to fiddle with this later. Let's see, can I put a barbette here? Yes. I can put one here as well. Alright, so that is possible. Good. Sometimes the game will not let you move things too far when doing a refit. Let's drop that for now. See what kind of secondary towers we can get. I mean, that doesn't really look like it fits, though. That doesn't fit. That fits. How about this one? That also fits. Let's see, toll funnel 11. Let's just get rid of these secondaries altogether. Toll funnel 11. Yeah, I mean, I don't really need 3 funnels, do I? Then a toll funnel. It's slightly too short. How about a 9? That looks fine. That looks like it should look. It's only a 4-month refit? Amazing. Now it had 2 of these barbettes, course, they were kind of placed in the middle, where they were of very little use. So far, I've just replaced the secondary tower and rearranged some components. So it had 7.2-inch secondaries. That were twins, I guess. I'm gonna go triples. I just put them there instead. Alright, range is, wow. Speed needs to be 32 knots. Instead of diesel, can we go turbo electric? I think we can. I think we can. Modern 1, yes. Triple, yes. Citadel 5, yes. We're gonna go standard though. We're gonna go coincidence. We're definitely gonna go tube powder 3 and TNT 4. And let's see what that gives us. A flash fire chance of 0%. Oh, excuse me. Bad. Misclick. Auto 1 reloader. Let's drop the radio. Upgrade to Mark 4 18-inch guns. 18.2s actually. Let's just keep them at normal length. But I guess I've got 18.5s already in service. So we're just gonna do that. We can drop down the deck armor. Actually, no, it probably need a bit of deck armor. Main belt maximum 14. Not too thick. And there we go. Inner belts. Let's see, 3 on the third inner layer. That should be good enough. Turret armor needs to be a bit more substantial than this. 7.2-inch armor does not need to be quite that substantial, not on the top at least. There we go. I can go electric. I can go down to shaft 2. Okay, we're a little bit overweight, but it's not too bad really. Displacement slider is not maxed out. Resistance is not amazing. $2,000 tons overweight. That's not really too bad, is it? Bit of an aft weight offset. We can... Oh. I didn't mean to move that barbette. Come on. That's a bit annoying. If I move you there, and then try and move both of them Like so. It's not much of movement, but this is fiddly. This is very fiddly. Now they don't move together. Like sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And sometimes the parts are badly placed. And I'm just trying to move it by a few pixels, but it's kind of hard. There you go. Is that no? Still not good enough. Darn it. Well then, I guess you're just sitting on that. Oh yeah, it's because it like registers that it's an 18.5 just after I place it, and then it just grows a little bit. So while it looks like it fits, when I'm moving it around, when I plop it down, the game goes, "Oh no, wait, it doesn't fit." And here's it's doing that thing again, where it's moving the secondary barbette. Fine, if it wants to come along for the ride. We can just do that. Move this a little bit in, like so, saving a bit of weight. Actually, I want the A turret a little bit further forwards, so that these compartments are covered by the main belts. That should be good. Then I'm moving that out too to get slightly better arcs of fire. Yeah, it's looking good though. It's looking good though. Plop down the range a bit. That's still pretty good range, all things considered. This is the Rebuild Advanced Tower 5. Yeah, we have a lot of options here actually. It's a very heavy tower we have. It's a good tower though. 43 base accuracy, 65 long range. How does the advanced barbette tower look? Which I don't think I've seen before. Ah, ooh. Maybe for the other one. I think this is pretty good for now. Just gotta figure out the smaller secondaries. Let's go just 5-inch guns here. These are tiny 5-inch guns. The 6-inch guns, do they fit here? They fit there. And they look a little bit less out of place. So we're just gonna go for that instead. And plop down some 4-inch guns here. Alright, we're even more overweight though, so things have to be done. Electro Hydro 2 turrets. That eats up a bunch of weight. that I don't need having to eat up. Electrical, probably good enough. How about barbette 2? I can do that too. Still 0% flash fire chance. If I want to go heavy shells or increased ammo, I would need to up the barbette armor. Superstructure armor is very thick. Conning tower armor was very thin. Let's see, these 7-inch guns are 50 calibers in length. So are the 6-inch guns here. I could of course replace the 7-inch guns with 6-inch guns and have a more uniform secondary battery. I think I will. Save a little bit of weight in the process. Let's make them 6.1s. Whoop. Lagged a little bit there. 4.2s, that's a British caliber, right? Should be. Make them 55s, because why not? And there we go, 4-month refit. If I can only find a way to save 1,000 tons. I don't want to drop the speed, because if it's not moving at 32 knots, it's just gonna make a mess out of any formation that it's in. Let's see, they were 18.1s when I took over the ship, so maybe that's good enough. Just make them 18s, that saves a bit of weight. A tiny bit, but still. Semi-auto reloading. That gives me a loading time of 49 seconds. With auto 1, it was 45.4 seconds. So it's not a huge difference. Yeah, it's good enough. That can no, that was not possible. Or maybe it is. We're talking like 30 tons here. 28 tons actually. Maybe this is possible. Need to have some armor on those barbettes as well. Maybe it is possible. Let's see. Maybe, or maybe not. Oh, no, wait, that works. Can I make it a little bit beamier? I can. I think I should, just so it doesn't look like those built-in barbettes are overhanging by quite so much. Yeah, that looks better. Nice. Indomitable. A new British-built battlecruiser for my my collection of British-built battlecruisers. But there's one more. Yes, the battlecruiser Defense. That is a an AI design, all right. The patient suffers from advanced barbetitis, a parasite-like infection. Sadly, the cure is very drastic like so. Let's take away those as well. 18.3-inch guns. 3 triple turrets. Too far from previous place. And it's doing that thing. Let's move that up here. For now. Let's see how far. Too far from previous place. Darn it. You gave me one of those guns that, one of those ships that can't really be improved too much in the refit. Because the initial layout was too dumb. I can do that at least. Error, too far from previous place. Oops. Let's see, main tower. They had one with the built-in barbette. Advanced barbette tower. So, where is it possible for me to... I guess we're just rebuilding the entire ship, aren't we? Where is it possible for me to put that turret? You can put it here. Too far. That's as far back as it goes. Okay. So it can be salvaged. It's one of those rare towers that's kind of limited in where I can stack funnels. So we're going back to the whoop. Why are you backwards? There we go. Going back to this style of rare tower. I can put 2 of those. Tall funnel 11. Can I put a very tall funnel? No. But 2 tall funnel 11s. That should work. Yeah, the difference in funnel capacity is not that huge, actually. Also, I haven't even swapped the engines yet, so... Oh yeah, easy. Easy. Beam is very, very fat. You don't need that fat of a beam. Maybe we do need a fat beam. %. Still pretty fat. Okay. Let's see, general layout. We can move that up just a tiny bit. We got an aft weight offset, actually. Didn't think we'd have that. But we do. It's probably down to the funnel placement. Unless there's something very weird going on with the armor. But I don't think it is. AI doesn't do a lot of weird things with the armor in dip. What's the targeting station look like? That's that one. I tried that one. Repair station? Yeah, no, I think that's decent. Citadel 3. Why are we doing Citadel 3? Good enough, good enough. We are going increased AP, not max. Going tube powder, of course, and TNT 4. Auto reloading 2. I don't have that. It's advanced stuff. Reload time 54 seconds. Not bad. Armor is pretty good by the looks of things. 0% flash fire chance with Barbette 3. Even with Barbette 2. I wonder. No, too far from previous place still. So I can't even add another turret here. That is too bad. Okay, how about this? I wonder if it's possible. Put that barbette there. No? Too far from previous place. That is as far back as it goes. But if I add... No, any main gun back here, the game just goes, nope, can't let you do that. That's a lot of armor in different places. Let's go 3 on the third inner belt. Let's do a decent third inner deck as well. This time I'm going 18.5s though. $48. $50. Nice. We're gonna need some turret armor. Some quite decent turret armor. Maybe I'm going too decent on the turret armor. Still at aft weight offset, that is strange. Oh yeah, it's because the extended belts, they weigh a lot, don't they? Like so. Secondary guns though. Let's see, 6-inch. They can fit here. And I guess they can fit here as well. Fine. That's a pretty big aft belt on this ship. That's just how it goes, I guess. If I can't move that or add another main gun turret back here, well, it's just gotta be that way. Not the way I would like it, but the way it's gotta be. I mean, it kind of works. It's not too terrible, is it? 6.1, 4.2. Yeah, I'm kind of liking it. I would have liked it more if I could have a Y turret back here, but the game says no. And there's not much I can do about that. The standard quarters, though. We're gonna do that. Now what else can we do? We got some weight to spare. Not a whole lot, but some. Maybe increasing the turret armor is possible. It is. And I think that's it. I think that's the defense class. That's the name, right? Yeah. I mean, it's still 9 18.5-inch guns. That's adding quite a bit of firepower to my 32-knot battlecruiser squadrons. And I do like the look of that main tower with the built-in barbette. I've not used that on anything until now, because it's a new part. I think it was added to the game in 1.7. Maybe it was in 1.6 and I just didn't see it, but it's pretty neat. Oh, and this built-in barbette is overhanging. Anyway, let's do the Canopus too, just to round off the little refit episode. Now once again, we got a an advanced case of barbatitis here. Let's clear the deck. 8.1-inch secondaries. Ah, okay, they fit here. Let's remove some of these secondaries though. All right. And this time, I should be able to fit the turrets where I want them. Let's go 25 knot top speed. Let's not have the draft that high. I think 4% should be enough. Range is a lot more than it needs to be. We're going turbo electric because that's what I like. And we're going balanced boilers. Advanced control tower 2. It has a funnel placement. I did not know that tower had that. Actually, we're putting these turrets back here just momentarily. Secondary tower. Targeting station. It's that small, huh? I thought it was bigger. Well, looks more correct, I think. Now, this version of the tower does not have a built-in barbette, built-in funnel placement. No, only the advanced control towers do. Is there no advanced control tower with barbette? I guess not. So we're just gonna do like that. Tall funnel 2. I'm guessing that don't fit. That doesn't fit. That doesn't fit. Which fits here? Tall funnel 3 fits. There we go, slightly higher than tall funnel 2. And it looks fine if they're both the same height. Okay, so we're gonna do some 8-inch guns here along the side. As for barbettes, we're bringing in my my new favorite here. I'm gonna see if I can actually, yes, I can up the number of main gun turrets. Actually, too far from previous place. It didn't have a previous place, it's new. Is it too far because it wasn't centered? Okay. Okay. So it has to stay there. We can move this in a little bit. Alright. Like so. Oops. Didn't mean for them both to just disappear like that. I'm just gonna replace the barbette. Like so, aft weight offset. I can move things up a bit. I want to have those secondary barbettes that super fire the main gun turrets. Can I go with a does the standard barbette for small guns, does that fit? Does it work? Yeah, that works. It works fine. I can have one up here as well. I think I moved it a bit too far forwards. Come on now, don't be so finicky. There we go. There we go. And this one here. There we go. Now these ones a little bit further aft. There we go. Canopus starting to look good, I think. Still recognizably British. Now we can put some of these 4.2-inch guns like up here. Maybe some 2-inch guns as well somewhere. Like so. Alright. Alright. Auxiliary 3, but down to shaft 2. Electric 1, probably unbalanced. Modern 1. And we're going triple hull bottom, of course. We're also going Citadel 5. And we are going standard shells and standard ammo. Getting that flash fire chance down a bit. Although maybe increased ammo does work with that setup. You can even go down on the barbettes. All the way down to Barbutt 2. And we still got 0% flash fire chance. Nice. Auto 1 reloading. Electro hydro turrets. Good enough. Let's see, we're gonna upgrade the mark on those 17.1 inch guns, which I do want to make a bit longer. Also, I want to make them 17.5s, because that's what my other ships have. $49 and $50. There we go. Let's make that capitalistic. Max AP secondaries. No. 17-inch main belt. Not bad. Main deck can be thinner. It can be quite a bit thinner. .3 inner deck. Good enough, I think. And there we go. Now, I'm tempted to just move the entire superstructure back just a little bit so I don't have this much of a gap here. Because I can't move this further forwards. Because that's apparently too far from the previous place. Not that it had a previous place, because it's a new turret that I added, but that's what the game says. Let's see, anti-torp 5. So we're a little bit better on resistance now. This was a very tanky ship though when I fought it. Possibly just down to the armor. We can add a little bit to the turret armor actually. Although it's not too bad. Yeah, let's move it just a little bit. And just never mind the little bit of aft weight offset that we're gonna get from doing this. It's still less than 1%, so it's not even gonna be noticeable in game. These 8-inch turrets still fit. Good. Very good. And then the B turret can move slightly further aft. If I can just find a way to put it there. Yes. That looks better. That looks quite a bit better. Yes, sometimes there are little mountings like this, which you don't notice because they only fit single barrel 2-inch guns. So let's make use of them. There we go. A little bit of anti-aircraft firepower to fight the aircraft that don't exist in the game. We can even add the RDF back, which it had. Don't want to do anything about the fore and aft belts. Maybe. Maybe or maybe not. Just leave it. Yeah, just leave it. We got we got still some displacement to spare though. We might even add some more of this. Add some of that. Are we still on 0% flash fire chance? Yeah, we are. How about I go with heavy shells? 3.9. And then boost the barbette protection up to barbette 5. Now it's 1.6. with the best turret traverse equipment. I think this is good enough. Close enough to the weight limit that I cannot do that much more to it. It's another decent battleship. I guess it kind of falls into the super dreadnought category. Maybe. Like somewhere in between that and modern battleship. Oh, and I had not noticed this. I wonder if it's possible when in battle to just kind of zoom in and look out from inside the from the bridge on this tower. That should be possible, right? Yeah, I think it is. It's a little bit finicky, but the controls are definitely not made for it. But I think it's possible. Very nice. But that's it for today. We got another peace treaty, got another couple of ships. Although sadly, they only gave us one of these battleships. I'm pretty sure I asked for 2. So that would have been fun to have 2 of them. But this will join Dannebrog and that Greek ship down in Asia to form my 25 knot battle line, together with my old battlecruisers. So that will be its job, which I think it will do quite well. It's actually pretty good looking for what it used to be, if I may say so myself. But yeah, I'll see you again when another war breaks out. Despite the British peace treaty not being quite as profitable in terms of captured ships as the French surrender ended up being, with 4 of these massive chunky battleships. It's not too bad, and it's bolstered my navy quite a bit. So now I just need to build some more cruisers and DDs to escort these big boys. Goodbye, and take care.